Huh?
Hey everyone, it's more Crafts and Mom back for another video.
Hi everybody.
I have a thing, or whatever. So this is episode.
I thought you just looked.
I was answering messages.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll hang on, I'll look and see what episode this is. Okay. So this one is episode number 4. This is a regular video. So this is episode number 4. I have I froze. I have quite a few things to share with you today. I have a whole basket of finished objects. And 2 of those items aren't even in the finished object basket because I literally just finished them. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whips. So we're going to do the whips first because of my stack. So the first one I'm going to show you is, I have not worked on this for a while, but I have started doing something different. And that is, let me get the right notebook here. I have 3 of them and I can't keep them straight. So, every week I am here at Mom's from Sunday afternoon till Thursday. Till Friday morning, okay? But I never count Friday because I usually end up leaving very early Friday morning. So my week for Mom's is Sunday afternoon through Thursday. But Grim doesn't pick me up until Friday. So what I started doing is I started making myself a list of everything that I would like to accomplish in those 5 days. I knew it was going to pop up. Okay, so on my list this week, I had finished baby sweater. So it started today and it'll end the 13th, which is Thursday of this week. So I finished the baby sweater, finished the baby blanket. I started my Dakota and Eden blanket, and I am doing a regular video, so I actually can check that off. And then I also want to work on my Paula's cow blanket, which is what I'm going to show you first. And whether I work on my friend's blanket today, I'm not sure if I'm going to work on it or not. And then I want to finish Baby Tree Man and another amigurumi. What amigurumi that is, I have no idea. I'll just pick a random one off my shelf. All of my amigurumis are at the same exact point except for the Baby Tree Man. It is almost finished. And then all the other ones, I have all of the body parts finished. I just have to do the body and the head, which most of them are attached, so that's not a problem. But probably after I do this video, I'm probably going to work on Paula's cow blanket a little bit. And if I can find the pattern, I'm sure it's it's not in that basket. I think I moved it. Yeah, it's right here. So this is the blanket I am working on. She wants it in brown and white instead of black and white. So I am working on that. And like I said, that's probably what I'm going to work on after I get this video done. And then after I work on it for a while, then I might do a whip roulette video. I have no idea. So for the cow blanket, I have 2 legs that are completely stuffed. So the 2 legs are stuffed. I just have to hairball attached to it. Yuck. So what I have to do is put like the hoof marks in it. And then I have a tail. And I also have both of the other legs done. they are just not stuffed yet. So I have to do that. And then I have the 2 horns. I have them done. And I have the ears and the eye patches. So now I just have to do the and then the blank. So that is going to be worked on probably, like I said, after the video. I have to do the head. That's the only body part I have left. And then I have to do the blanket itself. My next whip is a granny shawl. I'm just using colors until they run out. This is it so far. I usually do between 25 and 30 rows. So, I said 28. It all varies. So, this is a work in progress. I'm using a 3.75 for the cow blanket right now. For the actual main blanket, the body, I am going to use a 5. And then the shawl, I'm using a 6, as well as the rest of my projects, rest of my whips. So this one is the Georgia blanket. It is by Truly Crochet. If you follow me for a length of time for the last couple months, I have really fallen in love with her blankets.
I do like that.
It's
very pretty.
Very simple, easy. Work on it when you watch TV, work on it when you watch a movie. Most of them are 4-row repeats. Some of them are 5. A couple of them are like 6 and 7. But it's still very, very easily. So you do a chain of 98 or 104. There's one that does 101. And then the first row is just double crochet. Second row for the Georgia blanket is the V-stitch. Then a row of double crochet. Then you have double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. That repeats. And then the last row is just double crochet across. I am using a size 6mm hook for all of these blankets that I'm about ready to show you because in my basket I have finished all of the other ones. Now, I did something stupid and I forgot to mark them in my graph if I finished them. So, after I do this video, I'm going to have to try to figure out how many exactly I have. And then not this week, but next Friday, I am taking stuff to Connie. She is going to be at the food bank I'm volunteering at. So this one is I didn't finish it completely, the repeat completely, but the first row is a double crochet row, like most all of them are double crochet row after you do the chain. But when you do the double crochet row, basically it's the base row. You do your chain, you skip the first stitch, and you double crochet in the second stitch. And then this one has the V-stitch row next, and then the double crochet row, and then the third row is 5 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, 5 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and it just repeats, and then it goes all the way to the end where you do 5 double crochet at the end too. So, that is that blanket. My next blanket is the Dakota blanket. That last one, the brown one I showed you, was the Eden blanket. This one is the Dakota blanket. And this one is super simple also. So you got your base row of double crochet after you do the chain. Then this row is V-stitch. Then you have granny stitch. Then V-stitch. Then double crochet row. So really love her pattern. Super simple, easy to follow. I just really like them. This is the one that I'm most farthest on. Because my main goal was to finish a cake of yarn before I showed the projects to you, but that's not happening. So this one is The first row is a chain one, or double crochet, chain one, skip one, double crochet. Then you have a double crochet row. Then you have a V-stitch row, then a double crochet row, and then you just repeat. And I'm not doing anything special with these blankets. I'm basically going until I run out of yarn. And then once I run out of yarn, then I just tile in a new one. No matter if it stops right center in the middle or not. I just continue one going. So that's all with my whips. Now, my finished objects, I'm going to show you this one first because I am actually the lady is meeting me here tomorrow at the apartment to get the items, and she already paid me. So I dropped off. I know I said in one of my last videos that I was giving a baby set to my hairstylist. She was having her first grandbaby boy. Her first grandbaby, but it's a boy. So I gave her a baby set. It was the gray, green, and blue set. Well, she was cutting a lady's hair, and after she opened up the gift, the lady she was cutting her hair, she saw it and she wanted a baby sweater and a baby hat. Now the baby is already 4 months old, but I made the baby the baby sweater and hat to fit a 6 to 12 month size. So this is the little hat. She wanted a gray and black, so I finished the little beanie. So here is a little sweater. Oh, I have to put a button on this. I have to put a black button. She wants a button on it in the middle. So I'm going to put a button on it. And so I have to do that. I have to find a black button. I'm sure I have some somewhere. So there's a little sweater. So that is completely finished. I used a 6.5 millimeter hook for this. The pattern calls for a 6 millimeter hook, but I made that mistake with the baby set that was orange, black, and white. I followed the pattern to a T, and Mom said that there is no way that is going to fit a 6 to 12 month old size. So I upped the next one I did, which was the blue, gray, and green one. I upped it to 6.5 and did an extra round of increases, which this is the baby hex cardigan by Nellis Cottage. It's a paid for pattern over on Etsy. So I bought it and I love it. It's such a cute little pattern. So yeah, and then this is just a basic double crochet beanie. I use a 5 millimeter hook for this. I started with 12 and increased to 48, which is 4 rounds. And then I just went down a couple rows, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of double crochet increases, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually did 6 regular rows, and then I did the front post, back post, double crochet, So there's that little hat. So she's coming for that tomorrow. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to take my whips in and put them away, and bring my big basket up here on the couch so I don't have to bend because my back is extremely killing me today, and the less I have to bend down, better. So I'm going to pause this, and I will be... Okay, we're back. See my pile of my basket? That's really big. Okay, so I have no idea what these blankets are. Some of them, I was supposed to follow a pattern for it, and... Sorry. I was just crocheting away and didn't realize I wasn't doing the pattern anymore. And started really doing my own thing. Which is really good because a lot of her patterns, you can totally do that. So I have no idea how many this is. But here's one. It's like this wide. And it's doubled. There's the other side. So this is like one of the ones where I started doing the project or the repeats, but then I kind of just like after I got so far, I did it with my own thing. So I mean, nobody's gonna notice. You wouldn't have even noticed if I wouldn't have told you. And then I finished another one.
That was really colorful.
Yeah, I tried using a lot of colors. This one doesn't really even. My tension must have got pretty loose when I was working on this one. So.
It's okay.
I tried to make them like.
They ain't gonna care, honey.
And here's another one that I made. So, like I said, I don't even remember what patterns I was working on. So, and then I made this hat. I love these colors together. I'm showing you the back.
Purple and green.
This is, slime, I think. It's either, I think it's slime, and then just a light purple, or like a lavendery purple that I had. And then I did get this shawl done. It's pretty big. So that'll be going to Connie when she comes and gets her, when I drop her stuff off. I did finish an axolotl. This is Katie's pattern. This one down here doesn't want to stay up with his siblings, but that's okay, it gives him character. So I finished him. And then I finished a scarf. I'm using up my granny squares that I made. And then here's another one. And another one. And then this is triangle shawl. It's pretty big. Then we got another one of these hats. I had gotten like 2 skeins of this, and I think I finally used it up. And I got some more scarves.
Don't need them.
So. I'm trying to use up all of my squares because I need another tote, and I don't have another tote to put items in. So, there's that hat. And then I had enough just to make a baby one. It's pretty small.
It's tiny.
And then I had just a little bit of this yarn left over, so I decided to whip it up into a hat. So, I did that. And then my last thing in here is another scarf. So, that is all of my finished objects. I can put all of the stuff back.
And all that, you only did one animal?
Yeah. Because that was the one that I had the furthest on it.
Yeah.
Before I went crazy that one day and night and
made a shit ton of blankets.
Yeah. Because I have a story about this, and I think I said this in my one video. These 3 blankets right here, this one here, were going to be blankets originally. And then I had tied them off and was going to make them into pet mats. But it was bugging me. It was making me so upset. And Mom's like, just let them be pet mats. I didn't do that. She went to sleep, and the next thing she knows, she wakes up, and I'm working on one of these blankets, and she recognized the colors. And she's like, You went in and got them out of your finished basket, didn't you? I said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I started this one, and this is how far I got. And she said, bullshit. I said, no, I did. I started this one, and she's like, bullshit. I'm like, Mom, she's like, just stop. And I'm like, fine, yeah, I went in, and don't be mad, but I got all 3 of them out, put yarn with them, and I'm gonna work on them to actually finish them, and that's exactly what I did the other night. So I had last week, what was it, Sunday, I worked on, I don't remember what I worked on Sunday. I want to get a planner, and I want to start writing down everything that I work on for that day, because that would help me out a lot.
It would.
It would. It really, really would. And I did have one, but I threw it away. So, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I think next time I go to the dollar store or even to Walmart, they have their calendars on sale for like cheap. I might have to get one, and I mean I could probably go to the Dollar General. Maybe I'll use some of my $25 and see if Shell will run me over to the Dollar General and I can get one of them planners. It has to be a big one because then I could write down exactly what I worked on, what I finished, so that I would have an idea when I do my videos of what I worked on. Because last week, I can't remember what I worked on Sunday when I came home. But Monday night and Tuesday. So Monday, Mom had a doctor's appointment. Was that right?
I don't know if I did or not.
No, Monday was the 3rd, and we went to Walmart. Yeah, Monday that's right. Town. So Monday we went to town. So Sunday I worked on amigurumis all day on Sunday, all day. And then Monday when we got back home, I didn't sleep very well, so I ended up laying down taking a little siesta. And then Monday when I got back up, I worked on amigurumis some more. And Mom's like, man, you've been really working on them a lot the last couple of days. And she's like, I think you need to work on something else for a while. So then that was whenever I was deciding what I was going to do about these 3 blankets. I just kept going back and forth with myself. And finally I decided that I was going to get them out and I was going to finish them. Well, that's what I did. Last week I finished all 3 of these blankets. And I was so happy about that.
It would have been fun to cut mats.
Yeah, Mom said it would have been fun to cut mats. Whatever. But I seriously need to get a calendar. Like a planner.
Or just a notebook so you can write down when you finish them.
Yeah.
When you finish it.
I need to. Well, I would just like to get like a day planner and write down like, okay, like I worked on this blanket, I worked on this, I worked on this. Because I get confused so easily. I work on so much stuff that.
And then you ask me.
In a day, and it's like.
Sometimes I remember, but sometimes I don't.
So if you have any ideas on how to keep track of things that you're working on, let me know, or does anybody keep track of what they work on a daily basis? That's what I want to know.
Planner thing away.
I shouldn't have, but I did.
I thought you got 2 of them.
No, I only got 1. Oh, that book. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I want like an actual day-to-day planner. I need a big one because I write really sloppily. And sometimes I can change 6 or 7 projects in a day depending on if I finish them or not. But today I was really good. I got home. I finished the little sweater and the hat. That was number 1. That was number 1 and 2 that I finished. And then after I finished those 2 things, then I started 2 more blankets. And then I told Mom, I said, I'm going to do a video. And by the way, it is 10:26. And I think I'm going to work on that cow blanket a little bit. I'm going to get the head started at least. And then I don't know what I'm going to work on. I might have to do a random whip roulette because I really don't know. I just have the head to do, and I wonder. I gotta get it out anyway, so let's get it out. I have to actually find the head pattern. So I gotta start with paint for his nose. And then I have to, I gotta start with pink, and then I gotta do like 4 or 5 rows of pink, and then I have to switch to white. And then the head is 33 rows. 33 rows. So I'm gonna try to get like
head.
Yeah. And it's going to be, yep. I mean, I'm using a 3.75 hook, which I forget what hook she uses. Well, she uses, she's using a 4 and a 4.5 millimeter hook, and she's using DK weight yarn. I am not. I am using worsted weight yarn. And a smaller hook for the head. I actually can't wait to get started on the head, see how big it's going to be. Because you can't tell by the feet, because the feet really aren't that big. But when I get to the blanket, I'm going to be shocked at how big the blanket is going to be. And I actually thought about getting started on the blanket, but I'd rather get all the body pieces done first, and then go from there. So, and I think right off the bat, you start out with, I thought you had to go quite a ways before you got into the brown, but you really don't. Thank God it's only 2 colors. It's just going to be brown and white. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm hoping maybe I can get the head done today, but that we will see. If I get the head done today, that'll be great, and then maybe next week I can start on the actual blanket. But I'm gonna sew everything. Well, the eye patches, you have to put them in the head. Like, you have to put the eyes through the eye patches and then put the eyes on the head. But you can't sew or glue anything down. I am going to glue mine down because that's my preferred method. And I honestly didn't leave a tail to sew them on, so I'm going to use glue. And as a matter of fact, I don't think I left any tail for the ears either, so I'll have to get a new piece of yarn for the ears. But I'm hoping to get like the whole entire, at least the main body of the head done today. And then, but we'll see. We will definitely see, because I don't even know if I feel like working on the head today. But then I have to remember that if I want to work on it, I have kind of all week to work on it. And maybe I just won't work on it today. Maybe I'll pick it up tomorrow. So I could do that too. I want to sew, is what I kind of want to do.
That's not going to be good for your back.
But with the way my back's been hurting, I'm not going to be able to go in there and sit for a long period of time.
And you're going to pay to go in there and sit for a half hour.
So, what I really need to do is cut fabric out. And I'm also waiting for my grandma to bring me magnets home. So I'm hoping that when I go down home on Friday, she has my magnets. And because what I want to use magnets for is I made those templates to cut fabric out with. And it's good for like the edges when they're, everything is square. But then on the two sides that everything is not square, everything moves. And I'm going to use the magnets to squeeze everything together so that I can cut very nicely. So that's my plan. So I kind of have to wait till I get my magnets before I can do that. So I have several polls open on my community tab. If you have not gone over there to cast your votes, I have one about what you would like to see me make more of plastic canvas wise. I have tissue boxes, bookmarks, stitch markers, and tissue boxes, bookmarks, stitch markers. And there was one more thing, but I don't remember what it is. So you can go over there and cast your vote. I also have something for bead weaving, whether you want to see more kaleidoscopes, stitch markers, or pen wraps. You can go over there and cast your votes on that. And I also have one on there for, if you would like to see me show more of my bracelet whips and finished projects, my friendship bracelets. I did finish Mom's. I've yet to put it on her, but this is Mom's. It's M for Mom and Molly. So I have that one. I have yet to put it on Mom's ankle. And then I think I have one. Oh, yes, I have one more, and that is for my sewing. I asked you guys what you guys would like to see more of, whether it be big project bags, zippered project bags, drawstring project bags, or, I also have one, so I have a place where you can comment what you would like to see more of, whether it be project bags, key fobs, notion pouches, lanyards. You can go over there and comment your answer below in the comments section, or you can go over, and I also have a community tab or community post to see what you guys would like closures of, whether it be snaps, zippers, or drawstrings, or all of the above. So if you can go over there and kindly cast your votes and comment what you would like to see more of, please let me know in those community tabs. I'd really appreciate it. I am going to let you guys go. I will probably be back on here in a little bit after I put my finished basket stuff away so I can start fresh. And we might roll or might do a random roulette and see what that fits. Because I'm not really feeling like working on that cow tonight, so we might just do a random roulette and see what it picks. Alright guys, I've talked for 34 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here and go put the stuff away, and then I will probably be back with another video. Alright, bye guys.